Guys! So if you did not know, I went to Italy over the winter break. And come to think about it, if you did know, that'd be kind of creepy. So I'm going to be telling some funny Italy stories because I have nothing better to do. Plus, animation is fun. Let's get into it. Also, quick side note here, make sure to subscribe. And if you don't, then, Alright, so basically the flight there was kind of long. I was just a sleepy little guy who didn't fall asleep at all, because I'm just special like that. I have like this issue where I can't really fall asleep efficiently on moving vehicles, so I ended up just watching Harry Potter the whole time. It was fine though, Harry Potter's a good movie. We ended up getting there, and we hopped into a stranger's white van. By the way, the amount of creepy white vans that we got into during that trip was like at least 6. Because like, apparently their taxis are white vans, which I can officially say I have hopped into 6 white vans driven by strangers. So like, when I went to Italy, I was excited for food, specifically pizza. If you didn't know, Italy was kind of like the birthplace of pizza. It was great. So I went to Italy, and we went to our hotel room, died for a little bit, and then decided, you know what, I'm gonna go perform a proper human function and go get some pizza for dinner, because food is important. You should eat your meals. So I was like, alright, I was looking at the menu. It's like, okay, I see that there is a pizza here, and I see that there is a side option of French fries. You know what? That sounds like a really good side option. Man, can't wait to have some French fries on the side of my pizza. But apparently getting a side option means it goes on top of the meal? Like, the waiter, like, I'm like, hey, can I please get a pizza with a side of French fries? And he's like, bet. But then I just imagine him making the pizza being like, this isn't going on the side. Like, what the heck, man? By that logic, like, you could tell a scientist, like, oh yes, put your chemicals on the side of the table, but then they put it on the table, and then it explodes. Like, what? What is, how? Why? It was also, like, pretty good, though, so I guess that's a plus. But it's like, come on. If I'm asking for pizza on the side of my meal, and you're gonna put it on top, what are you doing? Why would you do that? On the topic of food, there were also these beautiful works of art. The most, like, honestly, they were so good. I thought they were marshmallows at first. Let me explain. So basically, we went down to eat breakfast one morning because, again, eating is important. You should do it sometime. So at the, like, it was a buffet. So at the breakfast buffet, they had the table, they had, like, bacon, weird-looking M&M thingies, donuts. Hey, that's me. But they also had these little freeze-dried yogurt droplet-looking thingies, and they were so good. Showing off my expert art skills, I have drawn it here on screen for you to see and say, wow, Donut has some expert art skills. But they were seriously so good. I got them thinking they were marshmallows, and then I realized these do not have the consistency of marshmallows, but I didn't want to be rude, so I just put them on my plate anyway, and went to sit down. I, like, had a few, and my life has changed. I am a changed donut. They were so good. So basically, the next morning, like, I literally just got a handful of the little freeze-dried yogurt things and brought it into the elevator. And speaking of elevators, Italy elevators freak me out. Like, you click the button, and they open. But, like, in America, you click the button, wait 5 years, age at least 7 times, go, like, 5 solar eclipses in, and then it opens. In Italy, you press it, it literally just, like, opens up, then in there. Then you go in, and they're tiny. They are so small. The elevators can hold, like, 5 people max. And so then you go up to your floor, which it goes at, like, light speed, by the way, and it just opens right away. It freaks me out. I don't like it. It scares me. On the topic of elevators, oh wait, I already used that transition. Plus, this doesn't even have to do with elevators. Anyway, so I made a friend on the trip. Yes, I know, that is a first. The hotel we stayed at had cats, which this is, by the way, completely unrelated, but I saw like 30 random cats just chilling out on the trip. It was amazing. But one of the cats I became best friends with. Her name was Princess. She was so cute. Look at her. I took so many pictures. So basically, I love her. I saw her in front of the hotel one morning and approached her, and she let me pet her. I gained at least 700 dopamine from that experience. That's so much dopamine. So she came over to me and laid down on my lap. Aww, it was so cute. For the rest of the time we were at our hotel, her and I sat together every day until we left. She was awesome. Also, I saw her siblings a few times, but they're scared of me. I don't understand. Like, what's there to be scared of? Another reason I really enjoyed Italy was because of the sightseeing. It was extremely cool. So we saw a bunch of different places, and during sightseeing, I took all these pictures. Just look at them. Ow. So there was not a lot of land. Well, no, there was a lot of land, but what I was trying to say was that there was a surprising amount of ocean. I do not know why I said the opposite of that. Don't worry about it. So basically, water is the best compound, and you might be thinking, actually, it's one of the 4 elements. No, it isn't. Water is a compound, so a compound is not an element. An element is what you see here on the periodic table. Do you see water here? No. Water is made of hydrogen and an oxygen. 2 hydrogens, actually. Even better. I love hydrogen. But, like, it's not its own element. Stop calling it that. So there was, like, a bunch of water everywhere, though. It was all over the place. So we got to see, like, the sea, the ocean, you know, the bodies of water, you know? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So we got to see all that, and I took some more pictures, and guess what? During the sightseeing, we went on a biking tour. It was pretty cool, and then I ran into a bush. So they also had gelato, and that was really good as well. It was really good. I really loved it. So I went to like a total of 3 gelato places, and it was awesome. Although I displayed my Americanness in one of them, and I'm so embarrassed about it. I went up to the counter. I'm like, hey, can I have an ice cream? They're like, what was I thinking? Ice cream is not gelato. I was getting gelato and I said ice cream, so I told my friends and they all made fun of me, like the caring, supporting friends that they are. But like, come on. Like, what comes next? Not knowing Fahrenheit versus Celsius? Or like, not knowing what a kilometer is? Come on. Yeah, who doesn't know that? I obviously know this. I'm totally not lying to make an unfunny joke about how I don't know what Celsius is, or kilometers. Alright, so thank you so much for watching the video. Also, look at the pizza I had. The trip was extremely fun, and I really enjoyed it. So there was a point on the first flight where the temperature outside of the plane got to negative 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, don't ask why it's in Spanish. I was really bored. So again, thank you so much for watching my video. This probably took me a while. I don't really know because I'm recording this before I animate it. So just assume that this took a while. Subscribe. By the way, look at this fan art that my friends have made for me.